Google. Let's go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and welcome to an unboxing first impression video on my channel today. It is for all the Le Male lovers out there, pun intended. This is the 2024 brand new release. I don't even know if the influencers have hit this one yet. Am I gonna beat them to the punch? Probably not. This one called Le Male Lover. So the last one in line was Elixir. A lot of people love this, a very loud fragrance. I was kind of lukewarm on that one, to be quite honest with you. This is around the time that Jean-Paul Gaultier does release their Le Male Summer Flankers, so this could be in that area because they have Ambre Gris listed in the notes. So Ambroxan, probably not the true stuff, of course, Ambre Gris. So I took out one of my many flankers. As you can see beside me here, I got tons of Le Males. I'm the biggest Le Male fanboy there is on YouTube. I was the very first one. Yeah, no, I'm not stuttering. I was the very first one to review this on YouTube. It didn't have. That was the reason why I was on YouTube. Is that there was no reviews on YouTube on that one, and I reviewed it. That, Fleur du Mal, some of the summer flankers like this one. I was the first one to review them. So I'm a big fan of the Le Male line. Recently, contrary to a lot of the influencers out there, I think the line is dying out of its being original, unique, good. It just feels like they hire Quentin Bish to do a let's smell like. It's uninspiring. It's like the 1 million flankers. The 1 million line lost its touch recently, and so did Le Male. It really feels like they're piggybacking with each other, trying to see who's the one that can make the worst flankers. However, they're still selling and they're still doing well, so they are obviously a top-selling line, of course. So this one I feel is going to be like an eau fraiche version. That's why I took one out. And we will see. Very simplistic note breakdown. And usually a lot of brands do this, the 3-note breakdown, right? At the top we got white pepper, in the middle we got ambre gris, and then in the back end we got vanilla. So we're losing that mint apparently. We're losing the lavender, which is what Le Male is known for. And of course vanilla is a staple. What kind of vanilla are we gonna get? We got all kinds of different type of vanillas from the Le Male lineup. I still like the original. But let's unbox this one. It was a tester. That came with a tin can, but I don't have the cellophane. So very simplest. I actually really like this presentation, to be quite honest. The font is you can feel it a little bit here. It's got obviously the whole tattoos. It really does look like these ones, that they're kind of like a stripped down Le Male bottle, but I absolutely, in the light, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. For a collector, this is why I got this, probably not for the juice inside. So let's sniff it out. I do have my little strip here. And again, a huge fanboy of Le Male. I want them to win. I don't want them to lose. So let's see, nose behind this as of today. I'm usually not this early on posting a first impression, but there is no nose attached to this. I could probably bet a pretty penny that is Quentin Bish, but that's their big fan of him. So we'll do it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin and see what we get here. Yeah. Very thinned out. So it's really eau fraiche version than anything. It's not as thick or dense as these. Not that I was expecting that. It really has that whole, I don't like it. It has this whole fresh, sweet thing that I'm not a fan of. Synthetic, aquatic. It reminds me more of the summer editions than anything else. It really... So there's vanilla in here, but not as dense as a lot of the Le Male releases. It's and again, the 3-note breakdown makes this thing very thin, very thin. Usually with the 3-note breakdown, you can start dissecting it and figuring out what else is in here. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of that white pepper. A little bit. Ooh, you got to put your nose to it though. So fresh, sweet, synthetic, aquatic thing. You know what? The vanilla. So the vanilla is the star of the show, personally. It's not dense. It's not thick. It's not gourmandish. You know what? It almost peels into the orchid side of the vanilla. You know how obviously vanilla is a floral, if you didn't know, pulls from the orchid. It's very orchid heavy, if that makes sense. You know what? It has a little bit of ylang ylang in here. So why I'm saying that, it's on the note breakdown, I'm feeling like a little banana hue here. I'm not saying it's gourmandish. I'm not saying it's heavily banana, you know, it's the yellow fragrance. No, but there's a white floral orchid, yellow floral, ylang, banana-ish. Almost coconutty kind of vibe going on, like almost. It's going so far from what the idea I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm trying to tell you it's not tropical and people are gonna, I know they're gonna go straight tropical. It's not. So you lose the mint. There's no mint in here. You'll lose your lavender. There's no lavender in here, at least from what I'm smelling. But there's other florals here, and I feel like the vanillic tendency is more orchid centered. There's a waxy quality. There's a banana, ylang, floral, yellow, white floral thing going on. A little powdery, which orchids can do. Vanillas can do as well. Very orchid heavy. Very orchid heavy to me. So at the end of the day, not good. Not great. It's not one of the worst Le Male flankers that I've smelt. Again, this is first impression, so obviously I need more time with it, but it's no way a classic like the original. It's no way a flash in the pan like Elixir, which is going to go away and discontinued. You can sue me, but I know my fragrances, this thing's going to get discontinued. It's like this, like good, soft, forgettable though. It's not a Le Male Terrible where that was terrible. It has no redeeming qualities is what I'm trying to say. It's not standing out. Yeah, you know, it's a, I like the bottle. I think a lot of people will hate the bottle. It's kind of like old school tattoo kind of vibe looking, but I like the transparent look of the bottle. Very simplistic, and I think it would take really nice pictures with a very good photographer, which I'm not, but I think some people will make magic of this presentation because it looks great in certain lighting. I like the look of it, to be quite honest, as a Le Male fanboy. But yeah, so that white pepper, very short-lived, hardly there. You got to dig your nose into it. So the white pepper is kind of small. Ambre Gris, I do feel that aquatic synthetic ambroxan type of thing. I do, and vanillic tendencies more orchid wise than a thick, dense vanillic syrupy thing. It's not even, I kind of like the vanillic tone, to be quite honest. It's a lot better than what Bish has been doing lately. But it also has another floral in there, yellow floral. I can smell it, a little bit of a, I don't want to say tropical hue, but a little bit that kind of makes you think, a little summer, yeah. Very orchid heavy to me. So not a bad release. And in the sea of Le Males that I own here, it's like in the middle of it. You know, not good enough from some of the best, top 5, top 10. It may squeak into the top 10 in the later part of it, like number 8, 9, or 10. Maybe. Probably not, but close to me personally. So that's where it's at. That I wouldn't, you know, don't blind buy this. Yeah. So now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. This is, of course, probably going to be one of those kind of hype beasts in the fragrance community, or maybe not. But I'd love to see your takes on it. I know that this is in Europe now. I don't think it has hit, or it has not hit North America yet. Discounters are getting it slowly here, so I'm looking forward to those comments, good or bad, you agree, disagree. If you're getting anything else from the 3 notes listed, please let us know. Yeah, no key release, middle of the pack type of thing. I think that's fair to it. And as always, a great report fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.